of all, welcome, Edward.
Thanks a lot. It's great to be here.
You know, you think about 190 charities last year were involved in your program. What about the growth it's made in such a short time?
Yeah, you know, it's I think one of the greatest things about the New York Marathon is that they've turned it into this way for people to get behind their friends and raise this extraordinary amount of money for good causes. And when I ran the marathon 2 years ago, it was definitely one of my favorite parts of it, you know, because you know you're going to hit the wall at some point if you're not a pro like me, and it definitely gave me the motivation to push on through, and you know, it's great to run with a team. All those things are really fun. So you know, we set out, we wanted to make it a lot easier for everybody in the race to participate. The charitable teams have always fielded runners, but you know, there's probably, from those 190 charities, there's probably 7,000 runners, but there's, you know, almost 50,000 runners in this event, and we kind of said to them, look, we can build you a platform that makes it easy for everybody to link in and raise for one of these teams or for a cause of their own. So this year's the first year where every runner in the marathon, if they want to, can sign up with a couple clicks and raise a few bucks for a cause they care about.
And what's the cause that's closest to your heart?
I support a lot of different organizations. When I ran in 2009, I did it for an environmental organization, but you know, I support a housing group, a low-income housing foundation here in New York City, and I've worked on the project to build the High Line, the park down there in downtown. So I work on a lot of things.
But when you go back to 2009, when you guys raised $1.2 million in less than 9 weeks for the Messiah Wilderness Conservation Trust, that showed the power of people
it was
getting
amazing.
Involved.
And we did it with 30 runners. We raised more with 30 runners than some of the teams did with 300 runners. And I think we did that because, you know, you can really use these online tools and social network communication strategies to involve more people. We got thousands and thousands of people to back these Maasai guys who came over and ran the race with us, and it was really fun. We'd be walking down the street in New York, and people would walk up to these Maasai guys and say, "Oh, I'm following you on Twitter, and I sponsored you." And these guys couldn't believe it. They were really into it.
Now, can we look for you out on the course this year?
I will be somewhere around the race. Well, I may be shooting a film a little too close to the race to do the training, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm always up for it. I'd definitely do it again. I mean, I've lived in New York 20 years, and running that race was definitely one of the best single days I've spent in New York. It's amazing.
Edward Norton, his project CrowdRise. It's about online fundraising, volunteering, and having fun. And thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
All right, let's go back to Carrie.